everyone. And I say that respectfully. It's not, and that's okay.
No, it isn't shade on me, goddaughter. My conscience is not everybody nice. Oh, okay.
No, it really isn't. And that's okay. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope that you continue to find peace with them in regards to who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey, made you feel like you wasn't worthy, said that you didn't have potential. Even when they try to blackmail you against you, only to realize they shortchanged themselves with their own vision when it came to the realize they hold on a second. They understand their own issues.
No, it isn't shade on me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions.
My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. I do not wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. That energy is different. I understood God's receiver that day. I understood God never moved their hands off that road that day. My heavenly mother, Father, at the end of the day, that energy is different. That toxic behavior that you projected on me that you said I was supposed to be, I was supposed to be a crash out, let alone your test dummy.
No, it isn't shade on me all because I was willing to choose me.
It's kind of funny how they try to blackmail you. When your neighbor at the end they saying they respect you, but only because they had hidden agendas when it came to their motives. They wanted to shortchange you when it came to your vision or motivation.
It be the shade on me. Why would you think I'm going to be a crash out?
Because you trying to blackmail me against me at the end of the day. It be the train of thought for me. How they stay with these same routines. They still didn't switch up their flow at the end of the day, coming to be real.
No, it's the shade on me. Why would you do that?
Never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta live in fear. I never knew it was a crime to respect your neighbor. How folks would tell so much lies right to left, all because you knew how to understand that receiver. I ain't have hate in my vein, I just knew how to respect my neighbor, even days when I couldn't see. Hold on a second, I was never on the winning team, especially when misery loves company.
No, you couldn't disturb my fucking peace. No, it's the shade on me. Always be yourself and no malicious intentions.
I wasn't trying to fit in, I just knew how to respect my neighbor. How chicks and dudes put you in a vocabulary at the end of the day that wasn't truly for you. Only to mentally, verbally, physically, emotionally abuse you. All because they wanted to disrespect you, to shortchange you or your vision, because they had to play with spoken in a toxic way. Like, hold on one second, let's do some come to me spells. Let's make this bitch feel bent out of shape. Let's project the case on this wet ass bitch.
No, it be a shade on me. Oh my god, why would you think like that?
How chicks and dudes be putting you in competition when you was never competing. It be the train of thought for me. Believe in your faith. Hold on one second. It wasn't a projection because God truly showed you that you wasn't a mistake. I don't want the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Where do I start? Fuck it. Far from a copycat. They would never understand my rhythm at the end of the day. I'm on God's flow. I understood at the end of the day. I was believing my faith. One thing I didn't have to do was overlook me. You wanted to paint a storm in my life at the end of the day so I could reject me. But I understood how to be emotionally stable. I had good days, bad days, misunderstanding days. But bitch, I wasn't looking at you like competition when you was the issue.
Oh my god, I didn't say that. Yes, I did. Fuck you.
No, it changed off for me. Always be yourself with no misintentions. And I say that respectfully. You are beautiful. You are handsome and you are worthy. The gang stalking was real. They wanted you to dim your light to make sure, hold on one second, that you was truly mentally ill. How it took a whole group of people to dim your light, but believing in your faith, hold on one second, it wasn't a mistake. You was walking right to left. Only was a hold on one second, I wasn't trying to reject myself. I understood that God was really protecting me mentally. Understanding that hold on one second, my growth hits different. Healing trauma and pain. They would never understand the miles you had to walk that day. Understanding obstacles, hold on one second, while you stand before yourself today, that rotation hits different. You can actually look in the mirror and say that you truly are beautiful and you are handsome when they said that you was a mistake.
No, and the trade don't be everybody's walk of life at the same, but hold on one second, neighbor.
You're mad and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. You know, being authentic is not a crime. Everybody does poetry, music, whatever it is you do when it comes to creativity differently. But the right people that sleep for you, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you with no misintentions. They ain't gotta play with spoken in a toxic way. They ain't gotta blackmail you to invite you to a live chat at the end of the day to try to shortchange you, to call you a big dummy. Hold on one second, you wasn't the mistake. I never knew it was a crime to respect your neighbor. Well, whole of lies these fools be telling only because hold on one second. They forgot self-control when it came to discipline and staying in their lane. It didn't matter. They tax bracket at the end of the day. They saw potential within you, so they try to make you the issue.
No, and the trick of it, I never saw this shit in my life. Oh my god, it's so disturbing. Oh my god, but I can see.
Respectfully, it wasn't about fitting in. The last thing I was taught at the end of the day is respect your neighbor with no malicious intentions. I may not have been taught certain manners growing up, but I knew at the end of the day how to respect myself, to respect my neighbor, to stay in my lane, even if they not for me. At the end of the day, I have to project pain because I ain't have hate in my vein.
No, and the trick of it, oh my god.
How this type of stuff became the norm at the end of the day. You could recognize somebody, see you like their sneakers, how they wear their hair, how they tie their shoe, or whatever the case may be. No homo. It be the train of thought for me. How dudes and chicks be talking about you trying to be down. But what's the point of having a community only for them to see you frown?
Oh my god, I never understood this bougie shit either.
That's not the community I want to be part of at the end of the day. I want to be able to respect my neighbor regardless. At the end of the day, your upbringing, your household, how it's kept at the end of the day, but just stay in your lane if you truly not for me, because I ain't got time to play with spoken in a toxic way. It's not in my vocabulary because I don't got hate in my vein. The hinge is different. I may not make sense to the average person, but I'm not trying to fit in with your bad habits. At the end of the day, you was sweeping down the supply, but hold on one second. I wasn't trying to catch a case to reject myself.
No, and the trick of me, oh my god, I don't want to do no shit like that. Why would I want to do that?
Deal with karma.
No, and the trick of me, but your trauma.
Save it for your mama. No, for real, disrespectfully. You could disrespect me all day long, but it's nothing that I didn't have that I overcame at the end of the day. That's why I stand before myself today. I ain't got hate in my vein, and I'm damn sure far from a hater.
No, and the train of thought for me, goddammit.
It didn't matter about someone's tax bracket. How folks would look at you like competition, only because you was never the bad habit.
No, for real, I never understood this shit either. You got your next door neighbor, different zip codes, gang stalking you.
Talent is a fool. Where you at? What you doing? How you going? How you got things going on in your reality? All because of the fact that you was willing to maintain your smile, someone wanted to see you frown.
Oh, god damn it. Who the fuck do that? I don't know.
But they talking about they so grown didn't matter someone's tax bracket. Imagine someone just coming up, just become their best self version of themselves, regardless at the end of the day they had the proper guidance. But they doing it every single day, choosing themselves to understand elevation. They probably didn't have the proper support because everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Someone could have had a moms and pops in a household, or just a one single parent household. At the end of the day, they wasn't seeking revenge because the world was against them. They was trying to better themselves when it comes to their mental health. Hold on one second, we're not the same. I understood that empty stomach that day. How my neighbor tried to shortchange me when it came to my vision, that God allowed me to see, that my heavenly mother, Father God never moved their hands off that well. And I don't play with spoken in a toxic way. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. They would never understand my vocabulary at the end of the day because I'm far from miserable.
No, and the trick on me, oh my gosh.
I wasn't trying to fit in. I just knew how to respect my neighbor. It's kind of funny how someone invite you to a live or someone invite you to a function only to disrespect you out loud, to see you frown and see you down. It be the train of thought for me. How folks sit there and act like they truly know you at the end of it, try to make you uncomfortable. But you never shortchange you to overlook you. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully.
They say bully, stay in your lane. Bully, stay in your lane. It be the train of thought for me. What I want to reject me when God is truly choosing me. What I want to reject me when God is truly choosing me. That energy has different. Neighbor. Hold on 1 second, don't damn your life.
I ain't dimming my light. I already took a whole community to take me down one time, but God showed me right. God allowed me to see my face when they hacked my device. You'd be so surprised who it was that day. It didn't matter about Shorty or his tax bracket. At the end of the day, they wanted me to be my worst enemy. Hold on 1 second. I was far from a crash out, but I was only speaking up for myself when they said I was 730. But hold on 1 second. The elevator actually works. It'd be the train of thought for me. Because everybody deals with depression, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, and pain. Who wouldn't know at the end of that? I just know how to stay in my lane. Thank you, no thank you. Hold on 1 second.
I didn't know it was a crime either.
Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Everybody's meant to be part of your journey, and that's okay. But respect is a two-way street. If I'm not for you at the end, they just stay in your lane. It's not that difficult. I be trying to figure out that mindset too, with folks' bad habits. But an innocent person wasn't trying to wild out. It be the train of thought for me how folks will sit there because they got controlling issues. When it comes to self-control, they didn't understand discipline and staying in their lane. Let me blackmail this person at the end of the day because ain't nobody gonna believe them anyway. Fuck their opinion. That's how folks really be feeling behind closed doors, playing with spoke in a toxic way. I'm Naya on the respect that my content is not for everybody. I do not wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And it's not a crime to be yourself. I don't hack people with devices, gang store people, project spoke in a toxic way, energy harvest of anybody's energy, or doesn't talk to anybody. It's kind of funny how I say this too because someone will invite you to their live or someone will invite you somewhere. It doesn't matter where the function is, regardless if it's the internet or not, just to blackmail you against you when you truly got potential. They said that you was the issue. Understood elevation. Hold on one second. I didn't have misery within me when it comes to company. I didn't have to disrespect my neighbor. I just hope they found peace within a lane. The energy is different. I have hate in my vein. When God sends the right people into your life, respect will be a two-way street. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. And being authentic, last I checked, when you come across a real one,
real recognize real neighbor, 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 neighbor. I ain't got hate in my vein. I don't respect my neighbor. I don't look at you like competition. I ain't gotta disrespect you. At the end of the day, that energy is different.
Because when the real one actually walk into your life, you don't look at them like competition. Being real at the end of the day, I ain't have to play verse psychology mind games with you. I wasn't running from my past, but God allowed me to see what elevation looks like up close and personal, maturing. I was acting my body when I was shoe size. They would never understand. Hold on one second. Now, one lie I was told when they try to blackmail me against me, hack my device, but only because I hold on one second. I ain't reject me. The energy is different. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. And they ain't got to play with spirit in a toxic way because you was never the issue. How you got your next door neighbor in different zip codes telling you every move when you have to get physical. How they try to blackmail you against you. The gang stalking was real. They had your device to lie on your name, trying to paint you out to be somebody you truly wasn't when you wasn't trying to catch your case. They try to get you locked up, put you in the sideboard, discourage you at the end of it because you showed up for yourself to choose yourself, not to overlook you. How folks was dead ass playing with spoken in a toxic way to paint you out to be the crazy person, but you was far from that. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's disgusting to see how it takes a group of people, or they watch, if you're a content creator or you just go on the internet, period, how when people gang stalk you, they watch and monitor who you're interacting with. They watch and monitor how many friends you have. They watch and monitor who's on your following list so they can blackmail you against yourself. How this type of stuff became the norm. Only do an innocent person wrong. And they said ain't nobody gonna fucking believe you, BITCH, or whatever the case may be. We gonna project a case on you at the end of the day because we got malicious intentions and we don't fucking like you. How this type of stuff actually happens. It does. Or they sit there and they pay somebody to blackmail you against you. How this type of stuff really does happen. And then when an innocent person speaks up for themselves, that's being gang stalked. That's being disrespected behind closed doors, and folks is having these private conversations, but God did not dim that baby's light at the end of the day because God revealed the enemy, let alone the devil. And that one time that baby had the love, that child of God, that real divine one, chosen one. They wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. I'm not out here second folks that they free will. I said a curse to. I ain't being disrespectful. It be the train of thought for me. I ain't have to get physical. It's kind of funny how they quick to say you a crash out. Or because you said a curse word or two at the end of the day. But my vocabulary, hold on one second. Stop the violence. We're not the same. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. It had to take a whole group of people with insecurity problems, jealousy, and envy and hate to go up against an innocent person. But God never missed a beat. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I am Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. How they would try to blackmail you, dig up your past, try to humiliate you, but hold on one second, self-love truly lasts. They would never understand that their confidence, your confidence, something that they didn't have.
No, it bothered their eyesight when they come to their train of thought. They forgot to go fucking with them. They actually fucking hell and trained off me. Because I never understood this weird shit. How my confidence bothers you? No, for real. You know you can choose yourself too, you fucking weirdo. Evan trained on me. I never understood that shit. The same way I believe in my fucking faith. Something that you could do too.
But I forgot we can't relate. Because I'm far from miserable. That hands is different. Just stay in your lane with your hidden agendas. They be the train of thought for me. How folks be trying to get physical, disrespect you, allow to see you frown. but God was maintaining your smile. They would never understand how you overcame that storm when you had the habitless intentions when God wasn't doing you wrong. They swear up and down that God ain't real, but God's truly keeping it real. That energy is different. You ain't signed up for these folks one-sided contracts at the end of the day that they would try to blackmail you like you was truly in it. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone and always have. I don't work with no third-party conversations and no neighbor and no zip code and no county or no continent besides my heavenly mother, my heavenly father, God. And I say that respectfully. And I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And my content is not for everyone. It's not a crime to be authentic. My content is not for everyone. It's respect, a two-way street. If you truly not for me, just stay in your lane. Hold on 1 second. What's the problem, neighbor? It'd be the train of thought for me. How folks be swearing at you, be talking about like a bad habit. Because they got malicious intentions with their bad habits. But they saw something within you that they couldn't relate to. What's going on with them to actually heal? Didn't matter their tax bracket, how you bother them. And you didn't have to do anything besides be yourself. How this type of stuff becomes the norm and it's so unhealthy. All because someone wants to blackmail you against you. And they say nobody's going to hear you. I'm not aging on respect, and I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I say that respectfully. I never knew it was a crime for someone to invite you into a live or someone to invite you somewhere and only for you to be disrespected and to be blackmailed against. How hate crime and violence, the numbers is disgusting. Just because it's not going on in your household, it's going on in someone else's household. Because someone has a mindset of projecting on an innocent person as jealous and envious or whatever the case may be. And someone didn't sign up for that. No mother or father or loved one signed up for their child or their loved one to be sucked at their free will. And even if that person doesn't have family or not, it's somebody out there that loves that person and cares about that person. And it takes a whole group of people to go up against one person. It tells a lot about your character traits. Talking about you truly hell, him out of your tax bracket with your bad habits, regardless of everything that you was doing behind closed doors. Talking about you a real one, but you shortchange yourself to actually truly hell. I hope you truly find within to truly keep it real in your own lane. My content is not for everybody. I'm not here to respect and today is currently June 7th, 2025.
Peace and respect, so respect your neighbor. Stop it, boss. You better weather all damn yellow. Go, you neighbor, neighbor, damn yellow.
It's disgusting to see how folks will hack your devices and watch your every move and then hide and act like they wasn't there, or they gang stalk you and have somebody watching your every move because you're under surveillance. And never not one time that you sign up for this and one time that you have to lie about what you're experiencing. And for someone just to blackmail you against you. Because if the shit was on the other foot when it comes to gang stalking, they would not know what to do with themselves mentally. And I say that respectfully. And I don't wish bad on nobody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. My content is not for everybody. I'm far from a comic. It's kind of funny how folks will try to ruin your reputation because you keep it real. Or because they're trying to get brownie points off your creativity, a little alone. They sit there and try to take your ideas. But God saw everything they was doing behind closed doors. You know, the gift that God endowed within you, that rhythm that you can't understand, how the flow that God allowed you to see, being yourself. They can't be you, because there's only one you. So always be yourself. Don't live in fear. Every community is truly not for you, but the right community is truly for you. They will see you, they will hear you, and they respect you. My content is not for everyone. When God sends the right people into your life, they don't got that mindset of having hate or jealousy or envy within them. They don't look at you like competition, regardless at the end of the day what they've been doing when it comes to trauma and pain, they still are healing. And I say that respectfully. They don't look at you like competition. And they don't have hate in their vein or jealousy or envy within them, even when they're still dealing with trauma and pain. They know how to root you on good day, bad day, and misunderstanding. They not to do you wrong because respect's a two-way street. They never look at you like competition. Actually maturing, that's what they actually doing at the end of the day. Acting a body weight, the shoe size, they would never understand what real looks like up close a person. You know, your past, and folks are trying to humiliate you, see you frown, but God know how to maintain your smile. I'm not into no respect. My content is not for everybody. Always be yourself. God sees everything. And I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I would never hurt myself, and I don't live in fear. And one thing I don't have to do is lie on anybody, regardless if it takes a whole community to go up against me. I don't gotta lie.
Misunderstood and loved by you, far from ahead. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from ahead. What about you?
Always be yourself with no one's attention, and I say that respectfully. Because the right people, when they truly for you, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. And maturity actually is different. It's not comparing trauma and pain, because it was never a race, because everybody's walking for life ain't the same. You can't fulfill my shoes as well as I can't fulfill yours, because I don't know your journey, and I ain't walking it. Can nobody tell your story better than you, regardless if it's your next door neighbor in different zip codes, continents, or whatever the case may be? Can nobody ever tell your story better than you? But you. Because ain't nobody in your head. Can't nobody actually understand how you feel at the end of the day, regardless if you express yourself out loud. They would never understand what you truly mentally going through. Even when they try to hack your devices thinking they know you. The disrespect was loud at the end of the day. They wanted to see you frown and maintaining your smile. But you becoming your worst enemy now, gossiping on another day. I got your back. They would never understand. I show you growth when you're showing up for yourself in the most healthiest way. I'm not your general respect. My content is not for everyone.
Peace and respect, your neighbor. Stop upon you. Many weather don't them. Yalla go, you never don't them. Yalla.
Always be yourself with no misintention. I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I say that respectfully. I don't do no third-party conversation. I never did when I started my creativity. And I don't have to run from my past. I know I take accountability for my actions. Even when folks try to blackmail me against me at the end of the day, God saw all the hidden agendas you was trying to do to project something on me at the end of the day. When God closed certain doors in your life, the elevation is different. Understanding that receiver, understanding your faith. It wasn't for clout, like alone, likes and views, because God was never for sale when you truly keeping it real. They said because of your sexual orientation, your disability, your age, or your religion, God ain't loving you, God not showing you guidance, or whatever the case may be. How they try to poison your food, brainwash you, manipulate you at the end of the day, trying to get you locked to put you in the sideboard, allowing your name. Don't give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. When they have you shadow banned, or they try to blackmail you against you, or they have to pay this person or pay that person to lie on you, or whatever the case may be, God saw everything. Even when they try to invite you into that live, or even when they try to invite you to that room, or even when they try to invite you here or there, God saw everything. And never not one lie that you have to tell. Because you know why? The people that's truly for you, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. I'm not aging of respect, and I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I should pay time to the genuine ones with no misintentions. Have a good evening.